they're just going to get X-ray whiskey out for me. Got my new t-shirt on today, look. Can't really see it. There you go. They're going to get her out for me. Beautiful day. There's owner. What's she done? So this must be behind. Thank you, chaps. There she is. Wolf Bravo X-ray whiskey. pa28-151, 150 horsepower, flat 4, air cooled, Lycoming engine. Can't remember the model number. There she is. What a beauty. I think she was born in 1979, I think. I've done the A check, and I'm just going to do the startup checks, and then we're off. See you in a bit.
9. Golf Lima Delta reserve 27, please. Descending to flight 275. Golf Lima Delta, roger. Wind 2001 knots. Advise you prefer to join for a runway 18. Golf Lima Delta, could you say again, please? Golf Lima Delta, wind 21012 knots, runway 18 also available.
In hindsight, I should have probably chosen runway 18 because the crosswind would have been half of what it was on runway 27. But I continued, and because I wasn't offered it, I didn't even think to choose that alternative runway. So that was probably my first mistake, I think.
Good afternoon, Gloucester Tower. This is Golf Bravo X-ray Whiskey at Apron Alpha with information Lima QFE 1007. Request taxi. Golf Bravo X-ray Whiskey, Gloucester Tower. Taxi on point Alpha 2. Taxi Alpha 2, Golf Bravo X-ray Whiskey.
Here's a bit of a mouthful, Golf Bravo X-ray Whiskey, when you say it quick.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, right hand circuits, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 2209 knots. Clear for takeoff, right hand circuits, 27, Golf X-ray Whiskey.
And because the controller's now abbreviated my call sign to Golf X-ray Whiskey, I can use that call sign as well. It's a lot easier to say than Golf Bravo X-ray Whiskey.
5-2.
The takeoff roll was pretty uneventful. I could have probably put a bit more aileron into wind with the wind direction coming from 210 to the left. But other than that, pretty uneventful.
Airspeed is alive. Peace at the green. Wind is coming from the left. Coming up to rotate. Here we go.
And you can see there the aircraft shuttlecocks into the wind, so there is a bit of a crosswind at ground level.
Cherokee on climb out is remaining in the fixed wing circuit. Report downwind. Report downwind, Golf Hotel Hotel. Takeoff check. Engine speed by running the bird. Charlie, Golf Sierra. Golf Charlie, Golf Sierra. Golf Charlie, Golf Sierra. Outside heli flight 2 PRB. Runway is 27. QNH is 10.
The flaps are up. Come on.
Request distance taxi pod local to the south from. Oh, have it. Golf Sierra heading south. Standard helicopter departure to the south. Cleared for takeoff. Wind 2109 knots. Clear to helified, standard loop takeoff. Golf Sierra.
Now, X-ray Whiskey is a 150 horsepower engine aircraft, so basically she's going to climb a lot slower and cover less ground than a Archer or a Warrior 180.
Fixing circuit active with a Cherokee, they come wind and clear to land at heading north, 2108 knots.
Saying that, I did manage to get to 1,000 feet on the start of downwind, but this is where my circuit management gets quite poor.
Final. Okay, Golf X-ray whiskey. Golf X-ray whiskey, Eurocopter 2 miles northeast inbound, heli north.
Roger, busy with the traffic from my left at my 11 o'clock. Below.
Golf X-ray whiskey.
I was a little bit distracted by the HeliMed medical helicopter that was about 300 feet below me.
Golf Whiskey Mike, right turn out, runway 27 clear for takeoff, wind 2009 and off.
You can see that I'm not keeping an eye on the height in the circuit, which is not good, and in fact I should be at 2,300 RPM and I'm at about 2,100, so you can see I've started to descend, which is not good in the circuit, very poor.
Clear to land, heli north, Golf Yankee Kilo.
Golf Yankee Kilo, fixing circuit also active with the Cherokee and assessment.
Fixed wing active, Golf Yankee Kilo.
Now my circuit height is returning to 1,000 feet just before I go onto the base leg, so not good.
1 mile northeast inbound, heli north is R44.
My number 2, looking at helicopter, Golf Hotel Hotel.
Again, I'm probably just a little bit lower than I should be at this stage in the circuit. Not too much. I did sort of recover that a little bit there. It was a bit choppy as well, to be fair. My airspeed's okay.
X-ray whiskey, final touch and go.
Golf X-ray whiskey, runway 27 clear, touch and go, wind 210 degrees, 10 knots.
Okay, touch and go, Golf X-ray whiskey.
So the wind's dropped slightly. It's still 210 at 10 knots. You can see the brake on sign, which you can't see when you're in the P1 seat. So my height's okay, my profile's okay. My airspeed's a tiny bit fast. Carby off. You can see it's quite choppy. But things deteriorate quickly.
Traffic is an R44. Final for heli north. Standard helicopter circuits based on runway 27 right hand clear for takeoff, wind 220 degrees, 11 knots.
I should have powered off completely.
Cover the Robinson, cover the 6, wind cleared, standard helicopter circuits based on 27 right hand clear, takeoff.
She's just floating now. And again, full power. I don't risk a third bounce. That was not good. And I think you'll hear me say it in a sec.
Good.
There you go.
Whoa.
Clean up. But you got to leave it on the runway, the bad landing, and concentrate on what to do next time. So this time I only put in 2 stages of flap and I don't put final flap in.
Approach 128.555.
Please line, changing 128.555.
My airspeed's a bit high. I could be taking advantage of that and get some height.
Golf Hotel Hotel, helicopter circuit is active. Runway 27 clear, touch and go, wind 230 degrees, 11 knots.
Clear, touch and go, Golf Hotel Hotel.
All stations Gloucester broadcaster, helicopter circuit is active with an EC135, Gloucester out.
Ideally, I'd be at 1,000 feet at the start of the downwind leg.
X-ray whiskey, downwind, time to go.
Golf X-ray whiskey, report final number 1.
Wilco number 1, Golf X-ray whiskey.
So I'm bringing the power back, but I'm actually not at 1,000 feet. But then my airspeed is higher. So come on, Clarky, pull the nose up, put the power on, get up to 1,000 feet. That's really bad circuit management. At last. I'm all over the place. Now I'm going down. This is just horrendous. It was a bit choppy, to be fair. Airspeed's okay, but I'm a tiny bit low, I think. Putting in a bit of power to stop that.
Golf Hotel,
Rate of descent.
Report ready to turn right base, instrument traffic on the 4 mile final.
I report ready to turn base, Golf Hotel.
So as soon as he said that, I thought, oh, hang on. But obviously he's a few miles away.
Runway 27 clear, touch and go, wind 210 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear, touch and go.
There's clearly a lot going on in my head because I even struggled to just read that back.
Golf Yankee Kilo, Gloucester.
The airspeed's okay.
Golf Yankee Kilo, traffic is an EC.
So I can't be off at 300 feet.
Standard helicopter circuits based on
a little bit low.
Right hand cleared for takeoff, wind 210 degrees, 12 knots.
Visual on traffic, circuits 27 right hand, Golf Yankee Kilo. Number 3 Charlie Delta, silent, runway 27, 2.5 DME.
November 203 Charlie Delta, Gloucester Tower, continue approach, want to depart ahead.
Continuing, November 3 Charlie Delta. Golf Delta is ready for base, station with that traffic.
Last station calling, say again?
Still floating, but it's down.
Golf Hotel, Hotel, report final number 2, follow the Surrey, now on the 2 mile final.
Now that time, it was probably a bit heavy, centre line, probably a bit heavy, and but I did only use 2 stages of flap that time, so I was a little bit faster, but
Delta, runway 27,
I didn't bounce.
310 knots.
Milan, runway 27, November 3 Charlie.
Bit of a sigh there, stress sigh. You see the sweat running down my cheek. I could be crying actually.
Whoa.
I do have hyper stabilization, I think it's called, or something like that, on the GoPro enabled. So actually, it's actually more choppy than it looks.
November 3 Charlie Delta, vacate left, holding point Charlie 1. Taxi to park on the west side of Apron Alpha. Cross runways 04 and 36.
Vacate left and parking west side apron cross 04.
Now last time I didn't do my downwind checks.
So is this downwind to land?
That's another failure.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, report final number 2, follow the Cessna on a 1.5 mile final.
Wilco, number 2, follow the Cessna, Golf X-ray Whiskey. Brakes, undercarriage mixture, fuel, RB.
I remembered this time.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, I'm ready to turn base shortly, but I can't, I'm not visual with that traffic.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, the Cessna is now on a half-mile final.
Roger, okay. Oh, I'm with visual with the traffic, turning base now. Golf X-ray Whiskey.
Golf Hotel, runway 27, clear, touch and go, wind 220 degrees 8 knots.
Clear, touch and go, Golf Hotel.
Don't think I put carby on there.
1, 2, 3. Golf Hotel, turn around.
Golf Hotel, Roger.
Keep that nose down. See, my airspeed's bleeding off. More power. Point the nose down. Keep the airspeed at 75 knots. I think I'm a little bit low. Do need to take note of that.
Golf Yankee Kilo, hold it Yankee.
Yeah, I'm definitely too low there.
Hold it Yankee, Golf Kilo. Whiskey, final to land.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, runway 27, clear to land, wind 220 degrees 5 knots.
Clear to land, Golf X-ray Whiskey.
Oh, I did have carby on.
Golf Yankee Kilo via holding point Yankee, cross runway 27, taxi to the pumps.
Cross runway
Oh,
27,
heavy.
taxi to the pumps, Golf Yankee Kilo.
Heavy and flat.
November 3 Charlie Delta, give way as necessary for R44 left to right.
Give way traffic as necessary.
So the reason I record these videos is purely so I can look back and see what my performance is like, and I think it was pretty poor today.
Hotel report final number 1.
The wind wasn't great and there wasn't a lot of headwind.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, vacate left, holding point Charlie 1, taxi to parking, cross runway 04 and 36.
Exit Charlie 1, taxi to parking, cross 04 and 36, Golf X-ray Whiskey.
I can hear my voice is stressed and I'm really struggling just to read back a basic instruction to taxi.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, give way as necessary to an aircraft taxiing to the pumps from the main apron.
Roger, Wilco, Golf X-ray whiskey.
I was tempted to go and do another circuit, but I just thought today I'll draw a line under this and then I'll fly again. But it's the first time I've flown just on my own with no passengers, and the plane was very light with only half fuel as well. But that's an excuse, not a reason, I think. So the whole flight airborne was only 15 minutes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm sure you'll be happy to put a comment, but please be gentle, because I know it was not a great flight. Thanks.
Golf Tango India Lima